Hopes were high that the end of zero-COVID lockdowns in late 2022 would bring China's economy roaring back to life in 2023 and give the battered world economy a much-needed boost. This optimism had already begun to fade in the first half of the year as economic recovery was hampered by subdued consumption and the real estate sector's drag on growth. Despite the slight uptick in GDP growth in the last quarter of 2023, rising to 5.2%, up from 4.9% in Q3, the economy is ending the year on a weak footing. In a speech at Davos, Premier Li Qiang told the World Economic Forum that the Chinese economy's present difficulties felt like hiking in the Alps, even though, in his view, it was fundamentally strong. Annual GDP growth also came in at 5.2%, so China achieved its GDP growth target of around 5%. But base effects from low 2022 growth made the economy appear stronger than it is. Forced withdrawal from the country's decade-long real estate investment addiction is causing financial aftershocks, sending ripple effects throughout the economy. Real estate developers are on the verge of a liquidity crisis, causing stress throughout the financial sector, while shadow bank Zhongji Enterprise Group declared insolvency in November and bankruptcy in January. The People's Bank of China, PBOC, responded by signaling emergency liquidity support for vulnerable smaller banks and urging assistance to highly leveraged local governments. While a full-blown financial crisis is currently unlikely, monetary policy is actively engaged in managing risks. It is no wonder that, in such an environment, household sentiment remains stuck at record lows. Efforts to shore up the mood faltered over the last quarter of 2023. Weak consumption pulled China into deflation in Q4 amid deep-seated insecurity caused by real estate worries and weak employment. The government continues to roll out new measures to stabilize the economy. Following years of crackdowns and regulations, it is opting for more pro-business policies. The 31-point plan issued in July was complemented by a 25-point plan in November, aiming to reduce bureaucracy, provide tax relief, support new hiring, and facilitate cheaper financing. But the measures do not signal a significant shift in policy priorities. The strategic focus remains on redirecting funds from non-strategic sectors like real estate to bolstering manufacturing and technological capabilities. But this also means economic growth is benefiting a narrower portion of society and businesses. Geopolitical frictions are likely to further impact the direction of China's economy. Over the final quarter, new policy developments in China and from the United States and European Union presaged further deteriorating trade relations. Fears of Chinese state subsidies and overcapacities impacting the global market are growing in advanced economies, which see their manufacturing industries under threat. The EU's probe into subsidies of Chinese EVs makers and China's retaliation with a probe into European brandy served as an early warning. Efforts to enhance economic security could trigger further tit-for-tat actions on export and investment restrictions, complicating the global economic landscape. 2024 looks sure to be a challenging year for China's economy. Pressure on the leadership's economic policies will mount, as public dissatisfaction is only likely to increase unless the situation significantly improves for private households. But in a complicated geopolitical environment, a significant change, of course, seems unlikely. So wrapping up our video on this message that economy is very important for every country. If you want your economy stable, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel to never